How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Journeyman here on Football Manager 2021. Hope you guys are keeping well and safe, and we are now pretty quickly approaching the end of our first season in charge of Wolves. The end of the 24-25 season. We're going to be seeing how we're getting on, and of course another big game today. Hopefully you guys are keeping well. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. So let's see how we've been getting on. Recently, let's skip to the schedule firstly. After last episode's defeat to Arsenal, we did bounce back with a win in the FA Cup up against Watford. We beat them 3-1. Kicked off quite nicely with Dominic Yankov scoring. Matteo Ruggeri scored a beautiful goal as well from the left-hand side of the defence. Tete did get Watford back in the game, but David Carmo, on his debut for the club, did give us the final goal, third goal, and wrap that up. We did unfortunately lose out to Chelsea 4-2. Pretty disappointing game. We did get ourselves back in it a couple of times, but Machias scored the opening goal. We got back level through Jimenez. They then went 3-1 up with Mason Mount and Kurt Zouma scoring a goal. Pedro Neto then made it 3-2, but Tammy Abraham put the game to bed. So a pretty disappointing performance, especially by the likes of Carmo and Leite. As you can see, pretty low ratings in 6.2 and 6.3, but we've bounced back since with 3 straight wins. A 1-0 win in the league against Burnley. We had to work hard for it, but it was Jamie Sione in the 91st minute. Manchester United, we beat them away from home at Old Trafford, 2-0. Pedro Neto and Tommy Jago scoring there. And in our most recent game, we've beaten Leicester City 1-0. Sandro Tonali scoring a beautiful free kick, and Soyuncu getting sent off for them. But as you can see, today we're going to be having an FA Cup game against our old club, Grimsby. So, of course, our career path has been Brackley, Grimsby, Cardiff, and then, of course, Wolves. So, I think, from memory, this is probably the first time we're going back to play one of our old teams. I thought we've got to do the episode here. So, we're playing them in the FA Cup today. It should be a routine victory. You can see them now currently 15th in League One. So they stayed up last season. They did quite well, to be fair, overall. And yeah, they're still doing all right. They should stay up this season. And still got a chunk of players that we signed. Cameron Archer was one. I think he scored in the playoff final for us. Regan Thompson, I think, was a player that I brought in. Matty Pollock's still there. So they've still got a chunk of players still there that we had, like Clifton and stuff like that as well. So they are in League One. In terms of the league at the moment for us, look, the FA Cup, I feel, is a very much winnable competition. As you can see there, Man City are out of it as well. So there's definitely teams in there. I'm looking at the rest of the teams, maybe bar Chelsea and Spurs. That's a winnable competition for us, you know. And we face up against Grimsby. Look at the teams that are still in it. In the 5th round here, Wickham, Charlton, Birmingham. Like, there's some teams there. Huddersfield, Sunderland, Palace, Newcastle. Definitely a winnable competition there if we can avoid a couple of big ties. But yeah, we're top of the Premier League by 2 points now. It's pretty much a race between, as it stands, us, Chelsea and Spurs, I'd say. Chelsea do have a game in hand, so can go top if they win that. But we're in a pretty comfortable position at the moment still, with some pretty favourable fixtures coming up. I mean, the last 2 games of the season, City and Liverpool could be hiccups, but you see this chunk of fixtures here. Maybe this running now, this next 6 fixtures, you could say, in the league, are going to be crucial to whether we win the Premier League or not. But Grimsby Town, before we move on to the game, I'm going to show, we'll have a look at how our old clubs are getting on in particular. I know people have asked that before. So Brackley are now in Vanarama National League North still. So they did get relegated after we got them promoted, and they obviously lost out in the playoffs there as well. Grimsby we've had a look at, and Cardiff this season are 9th in the Championship under Russell Martin at the moment. Obviously we lost out. Definitely still on for a playoff push, possibly. But obviously this season we've hit the jackpot with Wolves, really. So we're going to move on to this game up against Grimsby Town. John Gray in charge. I'm still, how long? We've got a week until our next game, so I could go with a strong team here. So let's pick out a team, but I'm hoping for a big win. But I say that, as I was about to go in the game, I've not even done a recap of the transfers. Right, so let's quickly go through them. Ryan Giles, he's going to be leaving on a free at the end of the season to New England over in America. Of course, we've still got Ibrahim Sangare coming in the summer, but yeah, I did try and buy him, but they wouldn't let me, would they? Or they would let me, but a stupid amount. So, transfer history. We've signed 2 players. First one being Burner from Braga. I need to get his picture into the game. Really, really good young player. I wanted a backup number 10 anyway. And he's cost us 5 million, possibly rising up to 5.5 million. And I think his attributes are really, really decent. Good determination. He's just going to grow as a player over time. And obviously, we're going to make a huge profit on him, I think, over time as well. The next one's a big one. Kingsley Coman. There is a method behind this. Unfortunately, Nuno Santos got a long injury again. And I thought, right, we need a backup winger because I've been trying to play sort of Dan James, Pedro Neto. I think we needed one more anyway. So I brought in Kingsley Coman, just paying his wages from Atletico Madrid. And he's been all right since he's come in. 1 assist in his first 4 games. His average rating is a little bit low, to be fair, but he's a player that suits that sort of inverted winger role quite nicely, which we look to play anyway. So decent role. Now the outs. Let's see who went. Bolly went, which we knew. Bougarin went. Jack Scott left on loan. A new gen called Timothy Penn left on loan. Bruno Jordao left on loan to go to Sporting. And Matheson and Christian Marquez both out on loan as well. So no other big outs. But yeah, Burner and Kingsley Coman were the 2 players that have come in since we last spoke. So then here are the teams for today's game. Well, I'm hoping it'll pop up on the screen, but it might not with those formations. But yeah, looking forward to it today. I don't think it's going to pop up with the teams, but we're starting a 4-2-3-1 again. Grimsby, as you can see there, we've playing at sort of 4-4-2. We've got Diogo Costa starting in goal for us today. Carmo at the back, but there's a chance early on for Kingsley Coman here, who forces Mannion into a good save. But Coman starting on the right. We've got Burner is the number 10 and Juan Manuel returning to the team on the left. Fabio Silva starting up top. Tonali and Sione as our holding midfielders. Semedo, Carmo, Light, and I think it's Ruggeri as the back 4. Diogo Costa in goal. But a couple of early chances, early efforts on goal here against Grimsby. Hoping it should be a game where we put them to the sword a little bit. 3 or 4 goals at least, you'd expect. But at Grimsby, I think we had a couple of cup upsets, didn't we? We did all right with them. But here's Fabio Silva on the run. Ball went in towards Burner, and it was Mannion who made the save. Grimsby again going long here. Diogo Light makes the tackle there. And Ruggeri picks up the ball and finds Tonali here, who will advance with it. Tonali then plays in the ball towards Fabio Silva, creating the space for himself here. And he goes down, and it's going to be a penalty. And Fabio Silva won it. And Fabio Silva's going to take it. In 16 minutes gone, we have got a chance to go 1-0 up here in the FA Cup 5th round. And we certainly do. It's a fantastic penalty by Fabio Silva. Not seen him score enough goals this season, if I'm honest. But I say that, 14th goal of the season now in all competitions. We want him, if he can hit sort of the 20 goal mark, which I think is very much doable, then of course that's not a bad season with him as that number 9 on his own. But here's Bennett, and a chance for Emerson and Grimsby. Wow, come very, very close to equalising there. They should have equalised as well, but 20 minutes gone. We're looking pretty comfortable at the moment. But we go again here. It's Fabio Silva on the run. Great ball here to Burner, the young Portuguese number 10. He forces the goalkeeper to make the save, and it's out for a corner here. So we've got Nuno Santos. We've got Pedro Neto out injured. I think Dan James was injured as well. Hence why we're playing Juan Manuel today. We've not seen much of him. Started off really, really well in his Wolves career. We have got Yankov on the bench who can play on the wing as well. But probably not quite good enough so far in his first half. We've got another set piece here. And it's going to be Tonali to take it. And he does whip it in. It's Fabio Silva again at the back post. And 15th goal of the season. 2nd goal of the game for Fabio Silva. And the FA Cup dream is very much well on. Easy header for him into the back of the net in the end. Great ball in from Sandro Tonali, who we need to see a little bit more of. He's got a fantastic free kick a couple of games ago, and that's the sort of thing we need to see him doing more often. But it's been a very, very straightforward and dominant first half from us, bar that one chance that Grimsby did have, which it wasn't too far away. Be nice if Diogo Costa can keep a clean sheet as well. But I'm hoping for 3 or 4 goals still in this game, so we'll drop a little praise on them. They're doing quite well so far. Archer back to Marin, I think it was. Clifton into Thompson. It's a poor pass. And here's Burner now, who can try and get something here. Burner. His cross was deflected only as far as Ruggeri. Into Juan Manuel. Ruggeri's cross is blocked. And Bennett now can come away with the ball for Grimsby. Bennett will slot it into Emerson. Back to Bennett. And easy tackle for Sione, who will come away with the ball. It's a nice little run from him here. Still going. Still. Can he get the shot away? It's a lovely effort. Juan Manuel will keep it in. Back in, and it's not a good cross. Good run that was from Journeyman in the middle. 25 minutes to go now. Archer to Marin. Marin ball in. Semedo smashes it away. Fabio Silva, can he put pressure on the goalkeeper? He can, but the goalkeeper does pretty well on that. You know what? Grimsby are knocking the ball around fairly well. I know they're losing it in spells, but the way they're knocking it around isn't too bad. It's Manuel now on the ball. Driving forward with it. Needs an option. We'll find Sione into Fabio Silva again. Silva on a hat-trick. Good confidence. Just needed that shot. Right amount of power. Just nowhere near the target by Fabio Silva there. And he's through in again, Fabio Silva. And this time the goalkeeper saves it. I think Silva was offside. The flag was up there. The ball will go over the top. And Grimsby are in here. It's Emerson. And it's a good tackle. And Carmo forced to get it away. Matty Pollock, the centre-back, is coming on now for Grimsby. But it's been a pretty disappointing performance from the attacking midfield three. The wingers as well have been quiet. So we're going to bring Raul Jimenez on for Kingsley Coman shortly. 20 minutes to go, though. Coman back to Sione. Burner. Coman. Lovely play. Burner. I mean, I've jinxed it now, haven't I? Burner scores his first Wolves goal. It's a really, really nice move. Kingsley Coman and Burner combining. I will keep that change on, to be fair. I'll bring them both off after they've combined their really smart 1-2, and he just has to pass the ball into the back of the net there. We'll confirm those changes. We'll keep them as they are. There's a chance there for Grimsby again. It was a free header by Clifton, completely unmarked. But it looks like it should be now pretty much a straightforward victory for us. Ball in. Manuel's there. Now Juan Manuel, he was offside. He's going to come off now for Yankov with 15 minutes to go. Been a very, very straightforward game for us. And you would probably have hoped us to score 1 or 2 more goals, but we'll take it every day of the week. No injuries. Bit of game time for those players that haven't really played a huge amount recently. And through to the next round of the FA Cup. Happy days. A win at our old stomping ground of Grimsby Town. Is it Blundell Park? So we'll be happy with that indeed. So the FA Cup is definitely, like I said, a winnable competition. We're going to go and do the 6th round draw now, which is probably... See, why are we playing it on a Tuesday? I'd assume it's probably now, after this game. So let me go to the draw and see who we get. So then here we are. It is the quarter-final draw, the last 8 for the FA Cup. And there are 4 Premier League teams and 4 Championship teams left in it. So I'm hoping that we get a Championship team. Chelsea, if we can avoid them, that'd be great. Oh, Wolves. Oh, no. They were the toughest team. So it's the top 3 of the Premier League still in it. And there we go. We've got 1 all-championship tie. Spurs have got Charlton, so you'd expect they're going to be in the semi-final. And Leicester have got Huddersfield. So we've got Chelsea, which is the toughest draw. And I think they're probably... Haven't they got the double over us this season? I think they're probably one of the only teams that have beaten us twice this season. So we're going to have to rely on a lot there. You know what? Next episode, let's do a double live com again. Chelsea and Norwich in the league. So I've got 3 games to play in the meantime. First one is going to be up against Everton, Sheffield United and Newcastle. Hopefully 3 straight wins there. Give us that high confidence and morale going into that game against Chelsea. But hopefully you enjoyed it today, guys. Be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And until next time, I'll see you all very, very soon.